Hello, my name is Daisy Daniel. I am a certified teacher and life coach, and I'm going on a personal journey to grow my hair out gray, get fit and leaner, and eat healthier. The video you are watching today is my first video in the series that I'm going to have on getting fit and eating healthier. So welcome. Please, if you hear anything on this channel that you think is great and is health related, please check with your doctor first. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a professional exercise guru. I am a life coach, and I help with skills and also role modeling certain behaviors, which is my goal with these videos that I'm doing on my coaching channel. So please check with your doctor before you do anything. I have done that, and I will continue to do that. What I'm going to do with these videos is every month I am going to go through one of these topics. So the month today, which is my first month that I completed, I just completed a month doing some things that I will share with you today. I'm going to give you my reasons why. Next month I will tell you about my health and weight loss history and so on and so forth. But in every video I will share some coaching tools and some personal experience of what I'm doing and what I'm going through. Okay, so it's going to be fun. At least I think it's fun. This is helping me also because I am holding myself accountable now more than I have in the past because I am doing these videos to hopefully inspire you as well to make some healthier choices. We know that in America we have so many lifestyle related deaths. It is through the roof. And if I can help someone make a change in their lifestyle and start eating healthier, start exercising, start quitting some very self-destructive habits, then for me these videos are worth it. But in the meantime, they're also helping me. So let's start with my reasons why I'm doing this. There are a few reasons. One is this year I turned 50 and I wanted to do something spectacular, and didn't quite happen the way I wanted it to happen, or the plans that I had made kind of didn't happen for me. So then this idea came into my mind to do something for myself. And isn't that the truth? Especially moms out there, teachers, we tend to not take care of ourselves. Why? We're taking care of our children, we're taking care of our students, we're taking care of everybody else except ourselves. That is not good. So I thought, you know what, for my 50th, I want to do something that's memorable for me. That's one of the reasons. The other reason was, the main reason really, is 3 years ago, 2 of my uncles died of heart disease. 2 beloved uncles of mine. And, you know, they were medically related and also lifestyle related. And if you could change your lifestyle to prevent heart disease and a slew of other diseases like diabetes, etc., it is worth making the changes. So that is another reason I wanted to make these videos. I am going to go into detail a couple of months from now as to the plan and what I am doing, but right now I'm just going to give you a little quick overview of what I've done the past month. When I looked at the different kinds of exercise programs out there and the different kinds of diets, and there's so many, I know there's a lot of popular ones right now, what I ended up choosing was intermittent fasting. The reason is, it's a biblical concept, first of all, and God doesn't lie. So, if God doesn't lie and it's a biblical concept, I'm sure it is safe as long as I use wisdom and I do it the right way with the supervision of my doctor, etc. So what I've done this past month is fast for 18 hours and then only eat for 6 hours. Actually, 16, I can't do my math. No, wrong. I fasted for 16 hours and ate during an 8-hour period. All right. The reason those other numbers were in my head is because I'm going to start alternating that this month, but that's for next month's topic. So I fasted for 16 hours and only ate in an 8-hour window. So that's important for you to know that I did this past month. The other thing I did as far as my eating habits is I didn't quite pick a certain diet to follow. This is my diet. My diet is eat whatever God created, that you know He created, that doesn't have a ton of ingredients in it. And then I did take a little idea from a book called The 90-10 Rule. I have not read it, but I read a little excerpt on it, and it's basically you eat really healthy 90% of the time, and then junk another 10% of the time, if you absolutely have to have the junk, right? So what that does is gives us freedom to have choices, right? We're not robots. We like to eat chocolate, ice cream, cake, different things at different times, and I, for one, don't enjoy being controlled in any way, shape, or form, and definitely not with a diet. So I am doing that. Now, it doesn't mean I might not tweak things and maybe add a formal diet later on. I might do that, but that is what I did this past month, and that's what I'll continue to do the next month. And like I said, I'll get more in detail when I go over my plan. By then, I'll have some things really solid to talk more about. But I am going to tell you what my weight loss was doing this right at the end of this video. You won't want to miss it. So, I did the intermittent fasting. I did the 90-10, okay? I did it all with things I have at home. So, for instance, I have this yoga ball. I have this treadmill. I did go out and I bought myself 2-pound weights. I'm starting out slow. This is going to be a long journey for me. And one thing I don't want to do is bulk up. I don't enjoy the look of just being bulky. I like more lean, just be a lean machine, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But I did buy these. The other thing I have is a mat, and then just a water bottle and a towel, and there are galores of choices of different forms of exercise that you could do. So what I did this month was I looked at some DVDs, which starting next month I'm going to start doing reviews on. So I will let you know what I liked about them, what I didn't like about them, if I recommend them, so on and so forth. I did the DVDs, and then I also watched some YouTube channels with exercise, and I will let you know which ones I watched that I enjoyed as well. All right, so let's see. Going down my list here, I already told you my reasons why, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to check that off right now. You could tell I'm a teacher, right? Done. Don't you love to-do lists? I love to-do lists, and I love to check little things off. My highs and my lows. My highs were these things. One was I didn't think I could skip breakfast. I love breakfast. I'm a carbs kind of girl. I like my coffee with like cinnamon bread or waffles or pancakes. And I didn't think that I'd be able to do that, but given the type of work I do, the only meal I could really skip to do the intermittent fasting was to skip breakfast. I was not going to skip lunch or skip dinner. So that was really hard, but not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It really wasn't. I started imagining myself having these headaches and fainting and being nauseous. The absolute opposite happened. I had tons of energy, right? And my class is about to be starting up. I have to get up super early, and with my exercise, I'm going to actually be getting up at 4 in the morning to do my exercises. Oh, I did forget to mention that with the exercising, and I'll give you the totals at the end, what I gave myself as a challenge for this past month was to exercise 4 days a week for 60 minutes, whatever I wanted to do. Okay, whether it be strength training or riding my bike. I love to ride my bike with my cats, y'all. I have a basket. True story. They ride bikes with me. But anyway, whatever I chose to do for 60 minutes, it's what I did. Okay? I don't have anything laid out like a schedule that Monday I do upper body, Tuesday I do this, Wednesday I do that. Eventually I will, And when I do, believe me, you will see it. I will have it out for you. Right now, I'm exploring. I'm exploring. And if you join me on this journey, that's what I encourage you to do. Not to be very hard on yourself, but just start exploring the different things, different options you have, and then just make little tiny changes at a time. Not huge changes, little tiny changes. So I was able to skip breakfast. I did not get headaches. There were times I was hungry. I'm not going to lie to you. There were times I was hungry, and what I would do is I would get a tall glass of ice water. I'd put peeled pieces of ginger in there and squeeze lemon, and if I would drink that whole thing, the hunger pangs would go away. Beautiful, easy solution. That was not a problem. So that was my high. And I was also full of energy. My low was this. I really want to quit my soda habit. I have a bad habit. I'm not addicted to anything else. I'm not addicted to any medication or drugs or alcohol at all. I don't even drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of those things, but I am addicted to Coke. And I love Diet Coke, but the reason I don't drink Diet Coke is because that stuff is, I think, even worse than regular Coke. So I just drink the regular Coke, and as you know, it's already loaded with sugar and all kind of bad chemicals in it. And I went out with my brother to have pizza, and of course that was my cheat day. And so I got a Coke, but I really would have liked to have gotten tea, like unsweetened tea, like 3/4 of unsweetened tea with 1/4 of sweetened tea. That is how I've been trying to wean myself off my soda habit. And did that happen? No, because frankly, with pizza, I like my bubbles, okay? I like Coke with my pizza, so I did not do that. And then I wasn't too happy with myself. I was a little low. Even though I told myself, hey, Daisy, this was your cheat day, I still felt like I should have gotten the tea, but whatever. I'm sure I'll have other moments like that as well. All right, my epiphany, which I'm also doing #MyMoment. My Moment, that's what I named my business, and the reason I named it that is because that is when you have an epiphany, that is your moment, and you need to go with it. You need to run with it, whatever that is. Okay, if you're watching this video right now, and you're like, well, I really would like to try some form of diet, or I really would like to exercise a little bit more, that is your moment to do something about it and then put action behind that. So that is my phrase, that is my branding, if you will, and that is what I stand for in all areas of life, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and we'll talk more about that as time goes on, and I will be doing some other forms of life coaching videos of very important topics as well. So I will say my epiphany was this, and this was such a cool epiphany, guys. Like I told you, I have 2 cats. Well, one day, it just dawned on me that these cats do intermittent fasting. Yeah, I only feed them twice a day, and they go long periods without eating, and they don't even want to eat. They're happy. You know, they're playing, they're taking naps, they're getting into mischief. They're not looking to see when's my next food coming, you know, like we are. And I know that when I was having breakfast, I would have my breakfast in the morning, and then 2 hours later I'd have what I call my second breakfast, and then after that I'd have my snack. I mean, I would be eating 3 times before I even had my lunch. And now I have recovered some extra time to do cool things with like these kind of videos. So hey, it's a win-win. All right, next one, exercise DVD or YouTube review. I'm not going to actually do a review, but just for proof, I've got tons of videos that I am going to be looking at, and I've done some this month, but I wanted to do it more than one time to give a fair review, and I didn't do that. I did them each once, and then I looked at some stuff on YouTube and tried different things. I was just having fun, y'all, and since this is my first video, I'm kind of slacking, but that's okay because I'm a hard worker, and I will deliver, and I will give you what I say I'm going to give you, but that will be for next month. All right. Inspirational thought or quote. I saw an article on Facebook not long ago, and it stuck with me because it said if you wanted to relieve stress, do the 3 S's. Yes, the 3 S's. And here they are. This is my inspirational thought for this month. You should sweat every day, socialize every day, and snuggle every day. Sounds like a good idea to me. So sweat, what does that mean? That means you should not be sitting in front of a computer all day, vegging out and eating snacks and not walking or doing anything to benefit your body. Now, I told you I'm a teacher, so I do a little bit of walking, but because my life is so stressful and I have a lot of demands on me, I was not making time to sweat. So I would take a casual walk here and there and just do little things, but now I'm being more mindful to actually get my heart rate up there to the point where it's difficult to have a conversation with somebody or not enjoyable to have a conversation with somebody, and that lets you know that your heart rate is where it should be, and that's when you're sweating. If you're just walking and you're not sweating, that's good. Don't get me wrong, you should do that. That is absolutely better than nothing, but you do want to sweat, and you want to get your heart rate a little bit up there. At least that's a goal you'd like to have. So sweat every day. In my case, I'm aiming for 4 days a week that I do the 60 minutes of whatever. Okay, I might up it as time goes by, but I know that 4 I can handle. And I will let you know at the end of this video whether I accomplish that goal or not. All right? Life does happen, people. Just giving you a heads up. You might have a plan and you have very good intentions, but then when the time comes, it doesn't happen because then this happened and that happened, and you have to be flexible too. All right? And I am flexible with myself in that area. Socialize. So the 3 S's, sweat and socialize. Socialize. Talk with people. Be interested in other people. Don't just be interested in your own self, your own life, what you're doing. Don't be, me. Be interested in other people. If you want to start a little exercise club of walking every day at a park, call a few friends. Go to meetups.com. Join a group on Meetup. Start a club. There's so many things you could do. If you like yoga, start a yoga club. Whatever. Speaking of club, those of you that are interested in these topics that I am doing on my journey, whether it be growing out your hair, your gray hair, and exercising to get leaner and eating healthier, if you are interested in coming to my community group that I am forming, if you live in Palm Beach County and you'd like to come to my community group, go to my website and send me an email, okay? I will need your personal email so that then you could be on my group list, and as soon as I have a group that's large enough for me to do this, I will commit to that, and we will meet once a month. What we will do at those meetings is talk about whatever it was we talked about for that month and what your highs and lows were and different things like that, and you will be involved. That's one way to socialize, okay? And then snuggle. Oh, I love to snuggle. Yes, I have 3 children. My youngest is 13, and he's such a snuggle bug, and he's at the age now where he's okay, with me hugging him and stuff, but those long snuggles, forget it. Those days are over. But you know what? I found an alternative. Yes, I got me a stuffed animal. So when I want to snuggle something, I snuggle my stuffed animal. And no, I am not going to show you my stuffed animal because that's private information. Here's a little bit of advice too. If you don't have a spouse, you don't need a spouse to snuggle. Okay? Everybody needs physical touch. Everybody needs to be hugged. Start hugging on your mom and dad, your cousins, your best friend. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? As long as you're doing it in a proper way. You could get yourself a nice comfy pillow. They have those long body pillows. I don't quite like them, so I don't have one. But anything that you could just wrap your arms around and just feel secure and snuggle something. Okay, it does make a difference. All right, the next thing. Oh, my new habit for the month. So like I said, we should make little changes, okay? Don't start making all these drastic changes and then all of a sudden you're not able to keep up with it and you give up and you say, you see, that doesn't work. No, it's not that it doesn't work, it's you're piling too much on your plate. So change one thing at a time. So this past month, what did I do? The intermittent fasting for 16 hours, ate for 8 hours. That was my change for the month, and I got that stabilized. Okay? So what I'm going to do now for month number 2, and I will talk about it in the next video, is I am going to alternate between 16-8 and 18-6. What that means is one day I'll do 16-hour fasting, eat for 8 hours. The next day I'll do 18 hours fasting and eat for 6 hours and see how that goes. I'll get my body used to that. Okay, so make one change. What I am going to do, though, as far as a change for next month, is the following. I got myself this journal. I got this at Barnes & Noble. It's called Body Minder, Workout and Exercise Journal. They have different kinds. I will have information about this in the notes under my video, and I will have a link to it as well. And what I like about it is that it has an area to put the details about the kind of exercises you're doing and then all the food you're eating. I'm not going to do this side. Why? Because I take a little chunk of stress at a time. I'm not going to pile on all this stress and feel like I have to fill all this out every day. I'm going to do the side with the food, what I eat every day. And that I will do. It even has 10 little boxes for you to check off if you're drinking your water every day. That's very, very good, guys. So I am going to write what I eat every day. I kind of have been doing that on this calendar here. I know, guys, I have horrible handwriting, so you're not really going to look at that in detail. But what I've been doing here is, like, if it's not really my cheat day and I decide to drive to McDonald's and get a sundae, I write here Sunday, that I ate a sundae. And I just write little notes of the junk I'm eating. And then I also write if I did my 60 minutes, and then I circle that, so you see some circles here. And then at the end I write if I met my goal of doing 4 days a week. And then of course I put my weight every day. So what I do is in the morning when I drink my coffee, my black coffee, because I am fasting, and boy, that was not easy to give up my cream and sugar. Oh boy, we'll leave that for another day. But after I drink my coffee, I weigh myself with my jammies on, and I write down the weight, so that I give you an accurate count at the end of the month. All right, so that's going to be my new habit. Write down everything you eat, guys, and it could be on a notebook. It could be any way you want to do it. You could type it on the computer. You could have an app for it. I am not very techy, but some of you are. Get an app and track everything you eat, because that will make a difference. At the end of the month, when you see you haven't lost not even a pound, then you could go back and look at your notes and say, well, no wonder, you know, I ate 20 chicken wings and I had a banana split. And, you know, we don't realize we're doing these things. We're just having a good time with people, and we don't realize what we're doing to ourselves. But if it's written down, you can't deny it. It's on paper. You did it. It went down your mouth. So do that. My weight loss for the month. Are you ready? All right. So I'm going to grab my calendar again. So here I wrote, the first week I exercised 2 of the days for 60 minutes. Second week I exercised the 4 days like I told myself I was going to do. Yay. The third week I did 4 days. Awesome. 4 days also. And the third week I did 3. So I'm not going to count the weeks that I didn't reach 4 days a week. So I met my goal 2 weeks out of the 4 weeks for this past month. And how much weight did I lose? I lost 4 pounds. That's right. I am happy with that, because slow weight loss is better. And if those are 4 solid pounds that I have budged off of my body, it was worth it. Now, it was hard. Fasting is not enjoyable. I'll tell you that right now, because even though you might not be hungry sometimes, you know you know that you didn't have breakfast. And my mentality has to change with that, okay? So that's how I did this, this month. This is how I did. I am proud of myself. There's really nothing I would have changed except, of course, that Coke I had with my pizza. I would have liked to have changed that, but I'm going to make some better choices next month, hopefully. I will share my weaknesses and my strengths with you. We all struggle. The struggle is real, guys, all right? This is your moment. You're not watching this in vain. Work on the change that you need to make. Also, share this video with people that you think could benefit, because the tools that I share here are transferable to other areas of your life. Anything that it is that you want to change, you could use these tools and transfer the same strategies to the changes that you personally want to make. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please let me know so I continue to make videos like this. Give me a like on YouTube. Please subscribe. There's also a bell notification button on the top right. That'll let you know when I upload a video. The plan is to upload the health and exercise videos on the 4th of every month. And on the 17th of every month, I will upload the videos that have to do with growing my hair out gray. You won't want to miss it, guys. So thank you for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And God bless. Bye.